Please welcome to the stage our first comedian. He's the hardest working pediatrician in comedy, Dr. Sutay.
All right, welcome everyone to the Hartford Funny Bone, the most fun you're going to have at the mall, okay? Nice to see you. My name's Sutay. I'm actually a full-time pediatrician up the road in South Windsor. And you're probably scratching your head wondering why board-certified pediatrician, a doctor with 5,000 patients, a Connecticut magazine top doc. You're probably scratching your head wondering, what the heck is he doing telling jokes at the mall? And of course, there's an easy explanation for that. It's the Obamacare. So. Yeah, if you read the Affordable Care Act, there is a paragraph in there that recommends, it doesn't require, but it does recommend pediatricians find another job by 2017. So, it's not all bad, though. They set me up with one of those second career counselors. She gave me a couple of tests, and well, this is what we came up with. So, we got moms and dads in the crowd. Moms, dads, where you at? Out drinking away from the kids the way God intended things. Very nice, very nice. And where are the moms? Let's hear it for the moms. Being a mom, hardest job in the world, right? Being a mom, hardest job in the world. Easiest job to get, though. And you're usually drunk for the interview. I never realized how much of my day job as a pediatrician is dependent on the consumption of alcohol at night, but drink up, people. We got car payments, too. So, it's nice to be here. I do enjoy being a pediatrician. The kids that come to my office are a source of great material. And I had a 13-year-old in the other day, and when they get to be a little older, I'll ask them, do you have any questions you want to ask me without the parent in the room? And this kid said, yeah, I got a question for you, Doctor. Okay. So his dad went to the waiting room, and I came back in the room. I said, all right, buddy, what do you got? What's your question? He goes, I don't know what happened last night, but I think I broke my penis. And I said, broke your penis? What are you talking about? He goes, I don't know. I woke up this morning, there was glue all over the place. And you gotta stop fucking your model airplanes, I guess. They are cute. Parents are tough, though. Let me tell you, the parents are tough. Some parents have no idea what I can do for their kid as the kid's doctor. I had a dad bring in his 13-year-old daughter a couple weeks ago. 9 o'clock in the morning, the kid had a fever of 103. And the father says to me, Doc, you gotta have her better by 3 this afternoon. She's got travel across tryouts. Apparently, this was very important in this household, ladies and gentlemen. So I said to the dad, you see my diploma on the wall. It says University of Connecticut School of Medicine, not Hogwarts School of fucking Wizardry. So, you knew I was a muggle pediatrician when you hired me? They say the baby inside a mom's belly, the last 4 months of the pregnancy, inside mom's belly, baby can actually hear the sound of the parents' voices, so baby's listening in. And as the pediatrician who eventually gets to meet the parents, it always makes me wonder if some of those kids born with the cord wrapped around their neck a couple times aren't actually failed intrauterine suicide attempts, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they are something. I get a call the other night from a mom. She wants to know if it's okay to give her baby a bath with diarrhea. And I said, I'd use soap. But you're the new mom. You're going to do whatever the hell you want to do anyhow. The other day, I'm writing out a prescription for a little 6-year-old girl, and the mom stops me and says, oh, remember, Dr. Sutay, she's allergic to amoxicillin and salad dressing. And I said, oh, good catch. I was just writing for a light, creamy Italian. And some of the parents like to come in and meet me before the baby's even born, check me out, see if I'd be a good fit for them. And I had a couple in the other day. They were originally from India. And we got a lot of people who started out in India and in our area having kids now. And I can't spell or pronounce any of these kids' goddamn names. Yeah, it's hard to find them at the hospital because all the names look alike and there's a lot of A's and N's and V's in them. And, it's hard to find them when they're born. So I worked out a deal with admitting at Hartford Hospital. Whenever there's a baby born to my service whose parents were originally from India, they just admit that baby to room 711 and I can find them. Again, Obamacare, that worked for you. I don't worry about telling that that joke at night at a comedy club because Indian people don't come to comedy clubs at night. No, the dads are working anesthesia at Manchester Hospital, right? And the moms are home drilling the kids with the spelling words, right? There's only so many hours in the day, ladies and gentlemen. So the father asked me, they were having a little boy, and the father asked me my opinion. He wanted to know if I thought the circumcision was a painful procedure, and I said, well, I don't know, but just about every kid who's circumcised can't walk for a year. Can't roll onto their belly for the first 4 months. I mean, geez, that sucker's got to hurt, right? Yeah, I have to take the pediatric boards every 5 years, and I take care of mostly healthy kids, so over 5 years I forget the genetic syndromes, the malformations, the chromosomal abnormalities, but I've learned the trick. I take my boards the first week in October, because up here we have one of the best genetics reviews in the country every September. Any of you folks head up to the Big E? Anybody? And you know what I'm talking about. Because I can pick a day, any day, sit in a chair there with my textbook of human malformations and just check things off as they walk by. Must have hit group home day this past September, because leaving the park I got awarded 4 hours of continuing medical education credits. So it's that's something else. But we got to cut the shit with the kids' names, guys. You're naming a human being for the rest of their lives, okay? I did a checkup on a 16-year-old girl the other day, taking care of her since she was born. Her name is Chardonnay. And don't name your kid after your favorite drink, okay, guys? You who get the twins, Fresca, Fanta, come on, babies, back in the band now. Sierra Mist, I ain't gonna call you again, baby. Yeah, I'm pissed I'm using your middle name. Now bring Mr. Pig, too. I went to St. Francis to see a newborn baby girl, and when I got there, I asked the mom what name they picked out for their daughter, and she said, well, let me spell it for you. I knew I was in trouble already. She says to me, capital L-A hyphen capital A, and I said, well, how do you pronounce that? La-a? La-a? She goes, no, the dash at Dr. Sutay. The dash is not silent. Now, I've looked it up, guys. The dash is always silent. It shouldn't have surprised me, though. This mom had a 3.5-year-old who's a patient of mine, and her name is Apostrophia. So I guess you got to be prepared for anything. And since when did the apostrophe become the 27th letter of the alphabet, guys? You can name your kid Janae and spell it J-A-N-A-E. You don't have to get cute and spell it J-apostrophe-N-A-E, because we all know that Janae ain't going to college. No, there's no apostrophe bubble on the SATs. Janae can't take a standardized test, for Christ's sake. And where's it end? Is someone going to put an exclamation mark at the end of their kid's name? So you'll be at a business meeting someday, read a name tag, walk up to them and say, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you, Mike. Well, it's not pronounced Mike, it's Mike! Not a decoration, Mike! And if you're going to change the spelling of a traditional name or make up one of your own, look it up. Find out what your kid's name means. I mean, in 23 years of practice, I've had probably 6, 7 little girls, very pretty name for a girl, Melina. But don't spell it M-E-L-E-N-A, because if you look up that word in our medical textbooks, medical term for dark, black, and tarry stools. And I know chlamydia's got a certain ring to it, I guess. And, it's only a matter of time till I show up at the hospital and a mom says to me, oh, look at her, isn't she beautiful, Dr. Sutay? Little chlamydia Rose. Rose after her grandmother, and well, chlamydia after the first thing her daddy gave me. Now clitoris, honey. You cannot be in this kitchen up my asshole, baby. You're going to have to find something else to do. I know. Why don't you go play hide and seek with your father? Trust me, he'll never find you. You guys are great, you know that. I think I'm going to end with this quick little thing. You know, I've been a pediatrician 23 years, and in the last 5 to 10 years, I'm seeing a lot of teenagers who are depressed. And I know what to tell them, I know where to refer them, I know how to get them help. But just once in my career, I would like to tell them the truth. I'd like to look at a 14-year-old right in the eyes and say, buddy, you're 14. you've only feeling the tip of the dick that's gonna fuck you the rest of your life, pal. So just once, honesty, honesty. And make sure you guys catch me afterwards, because like any pediatrician, I've got stickers. So, and if you guys are really good for the other two comics, I got this blank prescription pen here. I'd be happy to autograph a couple for you. You can fill in the rest, do whatever the fuck you want with it. Because I depend on your guys' laughs on the weekend. It's the only thing that allows me to face that convoy of minivans that shows up in my parking lot. I'm Dr. J. Thanks. All right, I'm going to bring up the next comic, your featured comic tonight. He has been part of Laugh Fest and is from the great state of Michigan, guys. Let's give it up for Mr. Stu McAllister.